All right, peace to everybody out there in the internet universe. I am the one and only Shakur Shine, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. All right, so this is going to be a message for my partnered, committed, or married folks out there. Right, you're in a deeply committed relationship. You guys are all in, and you want to just check in. Right, you want to check in because the whole point of this is to become the most loving version of yourself that you could possibly be. All right. So we're going to do a love check-in right now for my married or partnered people. And so I just want to see what is my friends here? What is their partner's current feelings towards them? Like, how are they currently feeling towards them? How is their partner currently feeling towards them? All right. So your partner is currently your currently is partner your partner's currently feeling like in a very um selfish place right now. Your partner's probably feeling like there's no growth. There's a bit of stagnation between you and them in the relationship. All right. You could probably notice that your partner's probably been very closed off, probably not even really communicating, stonewalling, just not really being an active participant within the relationship right now. Okay. This person is feeling like you guys are not necessarily growing together right now or growing at all. Okay. So with all of that said, um, what is their partner struggling to express right now? What is it that their partner is struggling to express to them? You know? What is their partner? Okay, so your partner has some anger, some built up anger, could be coming from resentment, but it's actually coming from their perspective, their ego. They have a lot of they have a very strong perspective about something, right? A very strong stance on something, and there's a lot of anger boiled up inside of them, and they're struggling. Like your partner is probably one of those people who, instead of lashing out and verbally attacking, they shut down, right? They have a very strong perspective about something, a very strong stance about whatever you guys are going through. Only you really know. But they have a very strong stance about this, and they're very stuck in their perspective. They're not really in a place of like empathy or seeing it from your perspective because they are PO, okay, and they have a lot of built up anger inside of them that they're struggling to express. Okay. And just based on, this is the top card, but this is the bottom card, right? Look, can you see? They're both in the same suit. The negotiator is all about expression, talking, communicating. And the way it's showing up is, again, they're struggling to express the anger. They have anger inside, real rage, right? And instead of expressing that to you, they shut down. They said it's not even worth talking about. It's not even worth bringing it up anymore, right? Because they're never going to grow. They're never going to change, right? That's why I said in the beginning, this person is not even, they're seeing that there's no growth happening with you, with them, within the relationship, right? And that's why they're just even struggling to express how actually upset, how angry they actually are about what's happening between you two, because they just see it as it's not even worth it. Nothing's gonna change, nothing's gonna different's gonna happen. So if you've been dealing with a partner who's been cold, isolated, shut down, stays out late, doesn't come home, all of that kind of stuff, it's because this person is very angry, and yet they are struggling to express that. What expression of love do you need to give? Right? How can you show up in love right now? Like, what is the love expression that my friend could best show up in to bring harmony and balance back into their home? Okay, this monk, and look, he's in the same suit. We we need you to show up in in this wise place, all right? And we need you to use wisdom right now, okay? To move forward with wisdom and to watch your own personal level of anger. Maybe you have been coming off as a bit more judgmental, right? A bit more dogmatic in your perspective and your beliefs, like almost kind of like pushing your perspective on this person. And again, this person is not in a position of being able to step outside of their shoes and put your shoes on, right? But it's so interesting. I feel like this is how you've been showing up, and you need to temper that, right? Same car, other side. So it's like just become a little bit more curious and inquisitive, a, a lot less more judgmental, a lot less more accusatory, right? A lot less pessimism, right? You had your pessimism might have been at the height, right? You guys, and I'm sensing there might be a lot of tension in the home, right? Again, you guys are probably not even communicating with each other because your partner is struggling to express their level of frustration and anger because it's pretty high, and but from the sense of it, yours is pretty high too, and because um it's like your ability to see the truth in a matter is almost blinded by um your own how intense you feel about something, right? So where you are usually a very spot on person where you can call a spade and you see the truth for what it is, you've almost lost your curiosity. You've almost lost your ability to see someone or see your partner for who they are because you can only see them for the mental image that you have of them in your mind, and that mental image is what you judge about them, right? That mental image is how you have locked them into place in your psyche, okay? And that's who you judge, and that's what you're judging. But there needs to be a tempering of that. Lessen your judgmental faculty, lessen your faculty to say, this is who you are, right? And get more curious about who they can be and how you can grow together and out of this, all right? Okay. You may need support. If this message was resonating with you, you may need outside support to help you bring a little bit more wisdom to the situation. Because where you may be an intellectual, a spiritual type of person, again, your energy around this situation is so heightened that you can't see past your own judgment of them or the situation. You know, so that's what I'm picking up on. I'll pull one more card because I don't feel right ending it right here, right there. I just want to know what does Spirit really want you to know about your union? What does Spirit want you to know about your union? What is it that Spirit wants you to know about your union? Because I think that's really important. What is it, what do you need to know about your union right now? What do you need to know about your union? Oh, look, you guys are in an energetic conflict, okay? The energy is high. Um, the magnetism is low. It's like you guys are repelling one another right now, right? Hopefully there's like, and I'm seeing like no communication, right? You guys are actually repelling against one another. Maybe some time apart, actual physical space will give you enough time for the energy to lower, but the energy is so heightened now that it's almost kind of explosive, right? And I think that that's why your partner went into this stonewalling quiet space, okay? And you may be the one that is a bit more fiery, a bit more rah-rah, and that's repelling you against each other. So just work on your own personal energy. Find peace within yourself, okay? Calm down. Allow the energy to relax and subside before you guys engage with each other. But from what I'm picking up on, you guys probably definitely need a third party, a therapist, a coach, or someone who can support you in overcoming this challenge as an individual and as a couple. Okay, so I hope that this message helps someone out there. If this message resonated with you, comment down below, let me know. And if you like support from me, right, a little bit of one-on-one support from me, hit my DMs, hit my messages, and I'll be there for you. All right, peace.